So today I just wanted to take a quick look at 2007's April Fools. I definitely did look at reviews before I watched this film. Quite a few reviewers felt that the film wasn't that great, but I still wanted to take a look, especially because how often do you see a horror film with, an African-American cast? At least in my experience, I don't run across them too often. Maybe just like a few actors in a primarily Caucasian film. But yeah, I can definitely see how a film like this can be a breath of fresh air for a lot of people. Honestly, going into it, the whole premise of the film, because the opening scene is you have a guy who has, obviously, he's having a joke played upon him. You've got this, what would be perceived as the hot chick, I guess. She's coming on to him. He's obviously like the nerdy type, so you already know the setup here. You already know what's going to go on. And, they basically set him up. They make fun of him. Everyone just pretty much outs the whole thing as, this is just a joke, guy. Nobody was serious. You aren't going to get laid. But he falls, dies. I won't tell you how. But they decide to do a cover-up and make this look like a gang shooting. And then, of course, a few years later, actually, I'm lying, the following year, they start dying. They're just being picked off and murdered gradually. But to me, it very much feels like Slaughter High because you have the same opening, and it's not a loose remake. I didn't find anything documenting or confirming that, but it feels like a very loose remake just because of that whole premise. But both films have very basic plots. It could have just been by chance that they just happened to touch on that same opening topic. I really don't want to say that that was coincidence because I know a lot of us have seen Slaughter High, and we all know that opening sequence where the guy has the same joke played on him, and of course this one is accidentally disfigured, and then of course enter the revenge like years later. But this one at times it does become a bit dull, a bit boring. The acting is fairly decent for the most part. You do have decent dialogue flow. This one, we do get the reveal of the killer. We do get the twist. I won't tell you in case you do decide you want to watch this. Have at it if you like. But, we also have just kind of like a lot of butt close-ups, which I guess they were just going for sex appeal here. You also have like little rap battles and whatnot going on. I don't know. Obviously I'm not the target audience. Maybe I just kind of missed the whole point in all of that. But for the most part, yes, it can be an enjoyable film. Obviously, I was just trying to meet my April Fool's requirement here and have a film for you guys. I'm going to be honest. So I just watched it just to fill that requirement. But it's not a bad film. Obviously, one of the young girls, her father is a policeman, and you do get that whole character development. You see how the kids in the group, their lives changed after the event following the accidental murder of one of their peers. Definitely not a film I would rewatch. I would say for sure it's a time killer film. Of course, I wouldn't say watch the April Fool's Day remake either. That was pretty bad. And April Fool's, which seems to mirror Slaughter High, was actually released a year before the April Fool's Day remake, which was 2008. I really don't have any, don't really have too many opinions on this film other than I still thought it was boring. I think it could have been better. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today, and I will talk to you later.